Okay, in this video, I'm showing how to program Homelink to a SOMMER Evo or Pro garage door opener. First, remove the carriage of the the cover of the motor carriage, and make sure that the Homelink board is there, plugged into the US ARC terminal on the motor carriage circuit board. Next thing to make sure is that the car is parked as close as possible. So in this case, I've got my car about 18 inches outside of where the door is going to close. I'm programming a Volvo S90, but the methods I'm showing are going to work for probably about 90% of the cars out there. On the S90, the Homelink buttons are right there under the mirror, 1, 2, 3, and the indicator light is in the mirror. This is going to work on pretty much any car except German cars that have multicolored LEDs have a slightly different process. And also some cars that actually have the D mode set in the infotainment system are also different. But this is going to work for most cars out there. So first thing I'm going to do, some cars I have to turn the ignition on. I'm going to actually turn the ignition on this one just to make sure. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press and hold the outside two buttons, and I'm going to keep pressing and holding until that Homelink indicator light turns off. And what I'm doing here is erasing any existing codes to allow the car to go into D mode. Once the Homelink indicator light goes off, I press and hold all three buttons again until the Homelink indicator light goes off. And what I'm doing here is putting the car into D mode. D mode is basically a direct programming method that SOMMER uses on 310 megahertz. So once the indicator light is off, I let go of all three buttons, and I can check to make sure that the car is in D mode by pressing and holding for a second. And if I get the rapidly flashing LED at any of them, then I know that the car is in D mode. So next step is to go to the operator. And I'm just going to press and release the red radio button. Channel 1 light comes on, and within 30 seconds, I'm going to go back to the car, and I'm going to hit button 1, press and hold for a second, let go for a second, press and hold for a second, and you see the door running over there. Now I can stop it and open it again. And if you have an additional door to program, you don't have to go through the steps of doing 2 buttons and 3 buttons again. Just press the radio button on the second door, come back and press the second button, and the second or third time you press the second button, the door will run.